All right, good morning, my lovelies. So it's history time again, and history is so exciting. I love what I teach. I love to teach. I love my history. I love my social studies. I love the things that I do. And that's something you need to do in life. Ensure that you do the things you love. All right. So it's history time again, and guys, you have made it so much more lovable because of the interaction and the feedback I get from you. Well, today, in a bid to make history more dynamic and more interactive, less boring, and where you can use history as a means to learn to do other skills, other things, where by the time you get to grade 10 and 11 and certain things are thrown at you or you're introduced to, oh, I know how to do that. Miss Campbell did teach me to do that. You did that in history? Yes, you did. All right, so it has nothing to do with history except for the fact that it can be incorporated in history, and it's a medium to facilitate the learning of history education. So yes, I want to use the rest of this term, which is not much, to speed track, fast track the certain topics that we want to cover, as well as to introduce you to different means of capturing information and presenting information. I want to make you digitally aware. All right, so last class for the midterm break, you were supposed to do a project on the Haitian Revolution, wherewith you would choose how you would present that project, whether you're going to use posters, comic strip, with the cartoon images, a video recording, or a regular project in Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, or whatever. Fine. So now we are moving on to the Cuban Revolution. And yes, I want you to present for me the Cuban Revolution in a dynamic way. This time I want you to create a video presentation. Let me not say a video presentation, because it could be a video, but it doesn't have to be. I want you to create a PowerPoint presentation. Yes, a PowerPoint presentation, to be exact. The same PowerPoint can be made into a video, but you don't need to do that. You just need to create the presentation. So now, here's what we're going to do. I want to show you how to use PowerPoint. Right? So nobody's at a loss. So I am at the front screen of my computer. I may have some other things going on, but I try to minimize them. So, all right, the first thing you're going to do, if you want to find PowerPoint, you can click on the start button here. Your thing might look a little bit different from mine because it depends on the version of Microsoft Office that you're using and a number of other things. So here, you can scroll down till you find Microsoft PowerPoint, because it's a Microsoft thing, or PowerPoint, excuse me. And here it is, PowerPoint. But that's a long way to do it. Usually I would just come so, and there it comes, start typing, and I click on it. All right. So PowerPoint is opening. PowerPoint has opened. I want a new blank presentation. So what I'm going to ask you to do now is to create a presentation on the Cuban Revolution. I'm going to delete these. So I just click on them or highlight them and delete, press delete. Now, just a minute there. Let me just get rid of that. All right. Now, I have a blank slide. It's called a slide, and this can be done in Google Slides as well. It's the same thing, but just one is Google and one is Microsoft. Now, for each time you want to create a new slide, you click this new slide and you select how you want this slide to set up, whether it's blank with two pictures or with a heading and a whatever, right? But I'm not ready for those, so I'm just showing you. So now, for example, if I want to do something on Cuban Revolution, let me move this picture down. I can start off with say, okay, I need a background that matches the Cuban flag. You know the Cuban flag, red, blue, white. So, okay, I'll design, and I go to design, and I want a background. And these are preset backgrounds that are there already. You can just click on one, and it will just fill in into your document, and you just go ahead and use it. I know you would have seen these where teachers have used some of these from time to time. If you want, you can do that. But what if you want to create a background for yourself? You can go and then you click format background. I have to move this thing here. It keeps getting in my way. Format background. and just, I'm gonna come off screen for a minute so you can see. Format background, and you want to say solid fill, and you want to use a particular color, then you will select this scan here, not that one, sorry, this one, and you could change it to blue. Or what if you wanted to use more different colors, you can get your mix of colors. And this is just for creativity and design for your personal thing. And if you wanted to use a picture, maybe you have a picture here, options of pictures that you can use. And there's an option too where you can choose to insert a personal picture. What if you want to use a Cuban flag and you have it on your computer? You can just select from file. But what if you wanted to search the internet for it? You could click Bing internet search, or you could just go to Google, download it, and then you take it from your file. No? So I have a background. I'm just going to work with this one since it's there. And I want to say, I want to insert text. All right, so I click insert, and this is the if you're using word art, and this is a regular text box. So I click. And here I can decide what size and what font I want. So if I want this, and I want it to be 2036, all right, so I write Cuban Revolution. I center that, double click on it, and I want to change the color of the writing to red because we're talking about Cuba. And you can still make it larger if you think that's not big enough. Right, Cuban Revolution. And what if I want this to have a blue or a white background? I could also fill that in. Guys, I'm not wearing my glasses and it's not close to me, so bear with me. All right, I'm looking for the shade. Okay, so you click on format and you want to fill the shape. So let's say we're going to fill it with blue. No, that really looks Cuban Revolution-ish. All right, and if I want to insert a Cuban flag, I go back to insert and I can choose pictures if I have the picture on my system, and it would say this device if it's on the system. If it's online, you click online and then do your search for the picture. All right, so press this and you type Cuban flag, and then it would go search, and you can, you know, select the one you want. And it's taking a little while to come up. Okay, great, I'll use this one. Yeah, all right, and I will resize it. Beautiful. All right, Cuban Revolution. I don't want this to look something down at the bottom. This look not right now. So that's it. So this is my project on the Cuban Revolution. Now I want a new slide. I go and I'll take a blank one and I'll put things in where I want them. So what if it's, I said to you, you need to find out who are the leaders in the Cuban Revolution. You go through, you put in your leaders. If you want to use the same background for everything, you can go back and click on insert. Sorry, not insert, design, and format background, and you will see where it says apply to all. So all your slides would have the same background, or for each slide as you go along you can choose to just give that particular slide a particular background. For okay, so let me say I'm going to turn this one into blue. All right, so and you can even make this gradient in a way you have a combination of two colors. So let's say blue, and should I go red? All right, let's work with that for now. All right, and now I want to put the leaders. I go get a picture of Fidel Castro, and I get a picture of what's his brother, Ruel Castro, and the other pioneers in the revolution, and I do my write-up. So now you're ready to write up a passage. So let's just say insert picture. I have pictures of Fidel on my device, but let me go online. And I press enter. All right, cool. I think I use this one. Of course, resize again if you want to resize. That is okay. Let's say I want it up there. Click. Then you click on this one, remove it, and now I want to type up about Fidel. So let me leave a space for his name to go at the top. I'm going to insert, you can get it from here, text box. And I'm going to make this really big. So I'll put this about 36, enter, and type Fidel. Let me put it all caps, Fidel, and I do that by pressing caps. Fidel Castro, and this means center, and that's it. What if I double click? What if I want to make it bold? What if I want to change the writing? All right, so that's the writing I'm going to choose. I want to make it a bit bigger. All right, there you go. And you decide where you want to put it. And this is my Fidel Castro. All right, now I want to do a write-up on Fidel, so I'll use this text box. I'm still in the home tab, and I use this text box here, and I draw it, click on it, and you see this, the cursor changes to something, and now I want to write. So it's on caliber 18, but I like to use Times Romans when I'm doing school stuff and professional things, or I can't bother to go search, so I just start typing Times New Roman, press enter, and I want the writing to be about 14. Since it's a presentation, or 16, you want it to be a bit bigger, and I type enter. All right, let me make it a bit bigger by increasing. So it's 16 now. All right, 16. So now I will start. Fidel Castro was born in, and I will just continue whatever information I need to put on Fidel, and as I type it will enlarge, and that would be my information on Fidel Castro. But I will give you the outline of what I want you to give me in the project. After that though, let's just say, oh, please remember always to save. So click on the file, save as, and then you decide where you want to save it. I'm just going to save it in my downloads so that it's easy for access, and I'm going to give it the name Cuban Revolution Project. (9CL) History. I knew I spelled that wrong. All right. Okay, good. And I press enter. So that's save. See the name up there now? Please, as you work, save often. So that's save. Let's just say you have done everything that I ask you to do. You have saved, and that is it. All you need to do now is to just shoot me an email with it, or here's what you can also do. No, I want you to use the email method. So here now I'm going to go to my email. So let's just say I'm going to open my email. All right, so I click on Gmail. You guys see my messages coming up, but don't fast. And I click on compose. Yeah, you're gonna see some people's stuff coming up. You click on compose, it's loading, so it's taking a little while, and there, and you're gonna type, because you're gonna send it to me, Loria, and I guess you would have sent me something before, so the address will come up. I have never sent anything to myself using this address, so you're not seeing anything come up. Loria.campbell at moeschools moeschools.edu.jm, and I will say, for example, this is Loria Campbell, or Loria's history project, and I would say which history project it is. All right, and in here I'll just say, good afternoon, miss, comma, please see the attached Cuban SBA project for Loria Campbell of 9L. Okay, and then remember now, that doesn't mean the project is attached. I'll click on this paperclip, and it says, and this paperclip, it means attach. I remember that I had placed it in the download, so it comes up If it says download, for me, that's fine because that's where it is. But what if you saved it in documents? So you will click on documents to go to your documents. But mine is in downloads. So I click on downloads, I see it, and I click on it, double click on it, and you see it's loading. It's attaching to the email. When it turns blue, it is now attached, and all I need to do is click send. All right, and see, the email was sent. It's showing me in my email now that me sent me an email called Loria's History, blah, blah, blah. And I click on it and open it, and I will find the SBA, not the SBA, the thing in there, and I will download it and grade it. And voila, that's how you do a PowerPoint presentation. All right, so that's a PowerPoint presentation for you in a nutshell. Of course, you will have more than 2 slides, and you will have covered the information that I ask you to cover. Oh, there's another thing I want to show you. So let me just go back here. What if on your slide you found a good YouTube video that you want to insert? You click on the same insert button and you click on video over here, video, and you add if the video is downloaded to your device, you click on this device. If the video is online, you click online, and of course you will search for the video. Again, is it on YouTube or wherever, right? So, and these are where they support the video. So you would have to have the YouTube page open already to the video, and then you copy the address, or you can click on share, copy the link, or you just copy the link from the address bar and paste it here, and it would insert your video. Let me see if I can do a quick insert of a video so you can see. All right, let me come back here. Let me come to YouTube. All right, Cuban Revolution. Cuban. And there are so many things that you can find. So, okay, let's say I want this really short one. So I would open it, and this is the address right here. So I can click on it and Control C to copy.
In 1952, former Cuban President Batista led a military coup and seized power when it became clear he was not going to be re-elected. He placed Cuba under an oppressive military dictator.
So what I'll do now is I go back to my PowerPoint presentation, and I will paste the address I just copied right here. And it says it's loading it for me. All right. So I thought they would give me a preview, or the preview was coming up, and then I clicked insert. So you see, it's taking it over to PowerPoint. And so I would have this video in this. And there are so many things, because you can put a border around this. Hey. Or you can make it all fancy if you want. You can even get a clip art of a TV screen and put it there, and then you put the video in the TV screen and you work. So guess what? When I open it, the video will play. It won't play here. I'll have to put it on screen. I'll have to put it on slideshow, and in the slideshow I will see it play. How do I put it on slideshow? Here, if you want to see how it would work, look at this. And there are so many other things you can do. So I go back. Let me go to the beginning. Cuban Revolution. And each time I click, and then a video comes up and it plays. It takes a little time to load, and then it will play. See? Nice. Now, if I wanted to... Alright, I'm closing my screen share now. If I wanted to just use my voice, record my voice, same place in this PowerPoint presentation, you would come back to the same insert and audio, right? And you would use the audio on your PC or record audio if you want to hear. If you want me to hear you speaking, like you are. This is Menon Ross, this is Kashalia Williams, this is Sasheen Campbell, this is Warren Bailey, this is whoever, this is Loria Campbell, and I'm reporting on the Cuban Revolution for my history class. Now, and you would record, and the recording would be saved just as how the video was saved. And you can talk me through your presentation. And you can also choose to screen record, which is what I am doing now. I'm screen recording everything on my screen. You can do that. and you have many options and you can link things, but as we go along you will learn more. So I want you to create a PowerPoint presentation of the Cuban Revolution, and I will give you exactly what it is you need to present for the Cuban Revolution in your PowerPoint, and you fix it up and personalize it. So by the end of this week going into next week when you will turn it in, you will now know how to use PowerPoint. You have been playing around a bit with Microsoft Word. Everybody needs to know Microsoft Word, and I will go back to Microsoft Word at some point in time, but now you're going to use PowerPoint, which is so much more exciting. I have so many more options. All right, guys, take care. Love you as always, and I will see you in class.